Hello. After the warmth that gripped much of Central and Western Europe during the first half of October, things are now cooler more widely and more unsettled as well. So we've got high pressure for central and eastern areas. A cold front has cleared off to the south, so cooler conditions piling in for the likes of Poland, in towards western Russia, for instance, as well. Meanwhile, further west, a different story. Some slightly milder air coming in from the south, but wet and windy, particularly for Portugal, Spain, later on in the week for the UK too. Much of Turkey is still looking reasonably quiet. Some sunshine for Antalya there, but some heavy rain lingering through central parts of Greece. And there's that wet and windy weather moving in on Tuesday across Portugal and the western half of Spain. So winds gusting about 60 miles an hour, rainfall totals building up here. And it's also looking fairly breezy and rather cool across parts of Scandinavia, Moscow down towards 6 Celsius. Into Wednesday, that area of low pressure pushes a little bit further northwards and eastwards. So it's going to bring some strong winds and heavy rain across parts of France into the United Kingdom and Ireland as well. To the east of that, something a little bit drier and more settled, although temperatures are going to be coming down. So it is looking unsettled for London and Paris the next 5 days, some heavy showers. Bit drier for Madrid through the weekend, and the next few days in Rome are looking dry with some sunshine around too. It's cooling down for the likes of Berlin, Moscow and Kiev, but some sunshine returns to Athens. Bye-bye. Hello. After the recent heavy rain we've seen across the northeastern United States and eastern Canada, the rain is now clearing away. High pressure in charge for many central areas, but low pressure still sitting close to the likes of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick as well. Still some windy conditions on Tuesday, those winds falling lighter later in the week. Low pressure also moving into the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia. Now this is going to be the remnants of ex-typhoon Bolivar, so it's going to bring some wet and particularly windy weather, gusts about 60 miles an hour, perhaps stronger than that around the coast and hills, and further south things are going to be warming up down towards California. But let's take a look at where that wet weather is rolling in across Alaska and British Columbia too. Could be really quite wet for the likes of Vancouver Island, flooding possible. Further south though, it is looking drier for Oregon, down towards California as well, and temperatures are going to be on the rise. So I think Los Angeles up to about 86 Fahrenheit by the time we get to Wednesday. A few showers for Calgary, but they should fade away around the middle part of the week. Meanwhile, further east, it's a different picture. We've got the winds coming in from more of a northerly direction, so a cooler spell of weather for the likes of Washington, D.C., for instance. Variable amounts of cloud as we head further south, but looking generally dry and quite settled down towards Georgia, into Florida as well. So the outlook as we head through into the middle part of the week, then those temperatures are going to start to climb a little bit for many areas in the east. Showers in Chicago by Wednesday. Bye-bye. Hello there. Drought conditions and intense heat still gripping parts of the Amazon basin, Brazil, parts of Bolivia and into Paraguay as well, largely dry and hot. Further south, we have got this frontal system slowly shifting north, introducing some slightly cooler air and some heavy rain as well. But after a really hot day on Monday, Ascension again seeing temperatures well above average, 36 degrees or so for Tuesday. It will be a bit cooler as the heavy rain across southern Brazil moves further north into Paraguay. And there's some downpours affecting parts of northern Peru, Colombia, Venezuela and Ecuador too, but drier conditions into central parts of Brazil. 32 for Brasilia. Some heavy rain to the south of Rio de Janeiro, but it will push north. Dry for central parts of Argentina and Chile, but we have got further fronts moving in down towards Patagonia. So here's the outlook then for Rio de Janeiro. Few showers from midweek onwards and slightly cooler conditions. Those temperatures also dropping for Ascension with the arrival of the heavy rain. Now, recent heavy rain in southern parts of Mexico is easing now. It's pushing further south, but you can see this zone of really wet weather, particularly across parts of Honduras, Belize, Nicaragua at times as well. And we've also got some downpours for central parts of Cuba and Jamaica, something a little bit drier further east, but there could be a tropical storm forming close to the Lesser Antilles later on in the week. So dry for Mexico City for the next few days, cooler and wetter though from Thursday onwards. Bye-bye. Hello. We've seen some heavy rain over recent days across parts of South Africa, and that's going to be lingering in the east. You can see on the satellite image this bulk of cloud here. It's also spreading further north, so affecting parts of southern Mozambique, Zambia, Zimbabwe as well. So quite a bit of wet weather. We could see some flooding impacts here down towards the southeast, drier for the likes of Cape Town, up towards Angola and Namibia as well, just a few showers here. Further north across Africa, cooler conditions for Egypt and Libya, but still quite warm for coastal parts of Morocco towards Western Sahara as well. But we could well see some heavy showers pushing into coastal parts of Morocco from midweek onwards. So here's the outlook then. Cape Town looking largely dry, pretty warm over the next few days, but could be some rain and cooler conditions from Friday onwards. But Johannesburg should lose the wet weather and it turns a little bit warmer there. Still relatively cool but quiet for Cairo. Marrakesh, though, turning cooler and some rain sweeping in later on in the week. Meanwhile, if we take a look across the Middle East, well, we've got some showers in the north up towards the Caucasus there, but a lot of dry settled weather across Syria to the Levant as well. The recent showers should tend to ease away there. 1 or 2 coastal showers across southern parts of Yemen and around some parts of these Red Sea coasts into the southeast of Saudi Arabia too. Some heavy showers across northern parts of Iran, but most places across the region looking dry and settled, a touch cooler in Dubai over the next few days. Bye-bye. Hello. Although the withdrawal of the southwest monsoon has been a little slower than average, it's pretty much catching up now with what we'd expect for the time of year, but we have still got some areas of heavy rain lingering for parts of Karnataka down towards Kerala, for instance. Also, you can see on the satellite image this area of rain in the far north of India, across northern Pakistan and Nepal too. So some showers to come in this part of the world. Some heavy rain around portions of the west coast. Could be some flooding impact lingering on Tuesday for parts of Kerala, Karnataka, Goa as well. But it's generally looking drier further east for Chennai, up towards Kolkata as well. Cooler conditions are now moving in for central parts of Asia. We've got a few showers spilling in around coastal parts of the Caspian Sea. Could be a few for Ashgabat, for instance. Some mountain snow showers across Nepal, and they're going to be quite heavy, in fact. And a few showers for northern Pakistan into the north of India, where 1 or 2 will be on the heavy side. A few showers too across parts of the Maldives as well as Kerala and parts of Tamil Nadu. Sri Lanka looking pretty wet with some showers and some thunderstorms, but drier conditions around the east coast, Andhra Pradesh and across much of Bangladesh. The weather looking fairly settled, just a few showers in the north. So Dhaka, dry, 32, 33 degrees, plenty of heavy showers and thunderstorms to come in Colombo, but some sunshine in between. Meanwhile, it is looking largely dry from Wednesday onwards in New Delhi, but more downpours to come for Kathmandu. Bye-bye. Hello. We've seen some particularly heavy rain over recent days across central parts of Vietnam, all down to a large area of low pressure that's sitting in the South China Sea. Now you can see this swirling cloud here on the satellite image. That is going to be just shifting a little bit further northwards over the next 24 to 48 hours, bringing really heavy rain to central and northern Vietnam, Hainan, and strong winds off the coast of Hong Kong too. Further north, a quieter picture for much of Japan and South Korea, looking dry and settled for Tuesday. Still quite warm for eastern parts of China, with temperatures in Shanghai at 25 Celsius. There is all that wet weather around areas close to the South China Sea. And then we've also got really heavy showers for parts of the Malay Peninsula, Borneo, Brunei as well, but drier down towards Java. So Tokyo looking warm and dry for the next couple of days, but Ho Chi Minh City will see some heavy showers, some thunderstorms. There could be some flooding impacts close to the area. Now across Australia, still quite warm for much of Western Australia, but not as warm as it has been in Perth, for instance. Meanwhile, further east, the temperature is going to be on the rise too, and we've got some extreme, even catastrophic fire danger across parts of the Northern Territory. Also down towards New South Wales, that fire danger is going to pick up as the winds are going to increase and the temperature too. Across New Zealand by Wednesday, it's looking a little bit quieter. A few showers for the North Island, but warm and dry for Melbourne over the next few days, cooler and wetter by Sunday. Bye-bye.